What's going on YouTube? It is Repulse back in another video. In today's video, we are talking about Chelsea's summer transfer window. This is going to be kind of old school. We're just going to scroll through Twitter, scroll through Pice's page because everything's reported on here. It's a little too difficult to put it all onto one thing. So we're literally just going to be ranting about our summer transfer window. Um, yeah, these are the signings. Our total spent is £208 million before add-ons. You can see we signed João Pedro, Jamie Gittins, Liam Delap, Alejandro Garnacho, Joel Hato, and Facundo Bonanate. In terms of outgoings, you can see here we had a ton. Um, Nani Madueke went to Arsenal for £48 million plus 4. Christopher Nkunku went out for £36 million. João Felix, £26 million. KDH, 25. Leslie George Petrovic as well at 25. Carney for 24. Tariq George left today for 22. Renato Vega left for 21 and a half plus potentially another 4. Armando Broya left for 20. Nicholas Jackson left today for 14 plus 56, so £70 million. Mathis Mogu left for 12. Bashir Humphries also left for 12. ISS left for 6.5. Kepa left for 5. Alfie and Bettinelli both left for 2. And then Matos and McNeely, we don't know, and Bergstrom left for free. So you can see total is £326.2 million, and our total add-ons slash obligations reached are £373.5 million. Um, so yeah, you can see here there's nothing progressing over the future of Raheem Sterling. 44 minutes ago, Sterling did not go anywhere. This window we heard that Fulham were in for him, but then Fulham signed 3 wingers this window. And if we go here, we can see all paperwork done for Marguerite to return to Chelsea. Decision taken following Delap's injury and Jackson's move to Bayern. So if we want to go to Fabrizio's page, I'm sure you're going to see tons of news elsewhere. Um, and that's also exclusive news. Strasbourg agreed a deal to sign Ben Chilwell on a 2-year contract. Medical done, and Chilwell joins the ambitious project at Strasbourg with Liam Rosenjor with European football. So Ben Chilwell is headed out the door. That's 20 seconds ago. So, you know, probably first to report that, to be honest, because that just happened. So yeah, Ben Chilwell's out the club. But there's that. Um, Other than that, we have, if I can go all the way down, couple hours ago, actually a long time ago. You can see the Donovan McNeely deal there. Not enforced, agreed a deal. Here we go. Breaking: Bayern and Chelsea seal new agreement for Nicholas Jackson, deal done. Loan plus buy clause with new element of obligation to buy included in the deal for 2026 as Chelsea wanted. Jackson already agreed a 5-year deal at Bayern, 16.5 euro or 16.5 million euro loan fee. Here we go again. And then exclusive detail: Chelsea also got higher loan fee from FC Bayern for Nico Jackson from original 15 million euros to 16.5 million euro loan fee. And then once he left, we got started to get linked to Santiago Jimenez, but we're not interested in him. Nothing happened there. But Nicholas Jackson is headed out to Strasbourg. Um, and yeah, this are the details. £14.2 million loan fee, £56.2 million obligation. Deal comes in at under just £70.5 million. You can see DiMarzio said that Chelsea are considering a move. Chelsea are not. Um, yeah, other than that, you can see deal was completed there. We announced Buonanotte today. Um, and his words were that he's very happy to join Chelsea. He says it's a great opportunity, and he's just looking to add as much to the squad as possible, help the team, and help the staff. Um, and then Mark Guy was sent to Sunderland for regular game time so he could develop. Guy was Sunderland's third choice striker, now has been brought back to be Chelsea's second. Um, Nicholas Jackson's deal to Bayern will include an obligation, not an option to buy. We know this. And then we had this, which was very, very interesting. If we can go here to David Ornstein's page to show you the original tweet. With an exclusive, Fulham strike agreement with Chelsea to sign Tariq George, deal for 19-year-old winger worth £22 million package plus sell-on clause. Personal terms in place on 5-year contract for England Youth International. Permission given Chelsea to do Fulham medical, per The Athletic. So Tariq George is head off to Fulham, our next door neighbors, for 22 million plus a heavy sell-on clause. So yeah, there's that. I mean, just intrigued to see what he does there. It's a good amount of money. Obviously we're looking for 25. We get it for 22 and a sell-on clause. So you know, don't really wish him all the best at Fulham, but I do wish him a successful career. And maybe there's a buyback clause or something in there, but we do have a heavy sell-on clause in that deal. So George and Jackson leave today. Um, yeah, we get around 90 million pounds today in terms of incomings or incoming money, but Nicholas Jackson's obviously not triggered till next year. So yeah, everyone's thinking we make a new signing. No, we didn't make a new signing. Um, Everyone thought we were going to go for Conrad Harder since Leipzig are now uncertain about signing him. Um, and they approached Chelsea about Tyreek George, but nothing really happened. Philip Hinze said that we would be in contact about Tyreek George. Nothing happened there. But Facundo Buonanotte completed his loan move. We announced him, and this was big breaking news that Chelsea have opted against pursuing a move for Fermin Lopez. A deal for Facundo Buonanotte has been agreed, adding to Maresca's options in a position that Lopez operates. Fulham revived talks for Raheem Sterling. He did not end up going there. Andre Santos rejected a move to Saudi Arabia. They offered 15 million euros to Chelsea, which we're never going to accept. Um, this was us saying that we want a loan with an obligation for Chelsea, and this was a big breaking that we feel it is not the best decision to have him back into the squad. Um, so that's why we did end up shipping him off. Fermin stays at Barcelona. Saga over. And then we saw this earlier on that Chelsea are planning to send Ben Chilwell to Strasbourg on a permanent deal. Um, and we just got the breaking news then that he's headed off to Strasbourg. This was the breaking 21 hours ago that Chelsea have reached an agreement to recall Mark Guiu. Uh, and after the Liam Delap injury, Chelsea recalled Guiu with a decision to follow suit on the Nicholas Jackson case. So it didn't seem like the deal was off, as Plettenberg reported that Bayern Munich had pulled the plug on the Nicholas Jackson deal. Deal off. It wasn't. We saw Nicholas Jackson head over to Bayern Munich today. He's one of the better strikers that was left on the market, but it just seems like um, he didn't want to be here, and the club did not want to, really, really hold him hostage here. So, again, you can see the total outgoings, including Ben Chul. I don't know if there is really a fee reported or anything like that, or if it's just going to be confidential information. But yeah, Ben Chil is headed off to Strasbourg as well. If you want to talk about outgoings that happened today, we can talk about Nicholas Jackson. We can talk about um, Tyreek George as well. But we'll pull up this tweet right here. Um, Obligation: Nicholas Jackson is headed off to Bayern Munich. All documents were signed pretty recently. 14 minutes ago, that Nicholas Jackson deal documents have just been signed, all sealed. He's a new FC Bayern player, so we can say goodbye to Nicholas Jackson. Wish him well. 42 goals and assists in 81 games here at Chelsea, and now he's headed off to Germany to prove a point. Hopefully, learns to strike a ball from Harry Kane and all that. But Tyreek George is also headed off to Fulham, which I talked about, for 22 million pounds plus a sell-on clause. If we were on a read Chelsea's statement on Facundo Buonanotte, they said twice capped by Argentina, Buonanotte arrives at Stamford Bridge and will strengthen our attacking options in a campaign that will see the Blues compete across four fronts. Obviously, we expect Cole Palmer to be back after the international break, but games against like Pafos, Karabag, Facundo Buonanotte will be good to feature in the Champions League, as well as games against like Burnley, Sunderland, those teams that we can give Cole Palmer rest in. I think he will feature in those. So there's that. We announced him. He's very happy to join. He says it's a great opportunity. Um, so yeah, that is pretty much the entire roundup. I wanted to do a short and sweet news video because I genuinely could not fit this all into one video unless you wanted a 2 hour, um, you know, news video. But for now, I'm just gonna tell y'all what was reported. Um, you know, we can go back to here. We wanted to sign Conrad Harder and sell Nicholas Jackson. Um, and we thought that Nicholas Jackson might be coming back because Bayern Munich made an approach, but we know that they dropped the deal. So there's that. Um, yeah, everything I just said was, what happened today. Not really gonna harp too much on it. Definitely be an analysis video about the entire window sometime soon. But for now, I just wanted y'all to be caught up on everything, so that's why we're just scrolling through Twitter. And Pice, being the great aggregator that he is, allowed us to see everything. Our six incomings here: JP, Jamie Gittins, Liam Delap, Garnacho, Joel Hato, and Facundo Buonanotte. Um, yeah, our net spend was positive, so we spent less money than we brought in. So fair play to the club for that. Definitely gets us away from UEFA troubles, which I think they were concerned about. So all good there. I think all these incomings could be good. Maybe Garnacho and Buonanotte I'm a little skeptical on, but I think everyone else is good, and I think Garnacho and Buonanotte could become good. We have a buy clause for Facundo Buonanotte. It's not a buy clause, but a match clause if he does, show out at Chelsea and another club does bid for him, we're allowed to, match that bid if Brighton do accept. And then he will head here, obviously. So there's that. That's our incomings for the window. Let me know what you'll think down in the comments below. That is everything that Chelsea has done. So let me know your opinions, what you rate the window 1 through 10 down in the comments below. If you did enjoy this short and sweet video, please be sure to like and subscribe. Again, there's going to be an analysis video on everything soon. Me rating the transfer window, me talking about every single player that left, every single player that joined, and all this news just more in depth. But for now, I just wanted to put it out there for y'all to see what we really did this window. So yeah, again, if you did enjoy this video, please be sure to like, subscribe, and as always, it's Repulse, and I'm out. Peace.